Guys. Okay, you guys, welcome to Sunday's Leftovers presents my 1-week anniversary of not giving a shit about the Royal Wedding Comedy Show! Yay! I have to tell you that when my boyfriend heard the title of this show, he felt it imperative that he point out to me that the Royal Wedding was actually last Saturday. So he's like, shouldn't the name of the show be Sunday's Leftovers presents my 1-week and a day anniversary of me not giving a shit about the Royal Wedding Comedy Show? To which I had to tell him that specificity and detail is the crux of every fight we've ever had in our relationship. You guys have now just been let in. Thank you. You guys think you're exaggerating, but that's exactly what I want this show to go like. So you passed the first test. You're doing so well. I made it clear to him that no, I did not want a long title. Clearly, if I wanted a long title, this show would be called Sunday's Leftovers Presents my 1-week and a day anniversary of me not giving a shit about the royal wedding as much as so many other people out there, which kind of scares me into thinking that Trump might think America wants a royal family and he's going to nominate himself, and that makes my stomach hurt. Comedy show! You know? If I was going to do the long title. But that is a real mouthful. And anyone that knows me knows I don't like a mouthful that doesn't end with a happy ending. It's called a waste of time, people. It's a waste of time. Yes, it's going to be that kind of show. Prepare yourself. Okay. I won't lie to you. First of all, happy Memorial Day. Someone's got to say it first. Yay. No one cares. I accept it. I'll accept it. I'm no veteran, I have no skin off my back. I won't lie to you, I don't want you to get mad at me, but I did consider starting the show with the Star Spangled Banner so that I could kneel in support with my NFL brethren. I was gonna do it. But then I remembered, I don't like getting on my knees unless I know there's a chance for a happy ending. Yes. I'm very consistent, people. I'm very consistent. So I went with my other plan. I've just chosen that I'm going to start boycotting watching football. And when I say start boycotting, I mean I've been boycotting way before this controversy ever happened. But you know, the thing about it, it's not my fault because I feel like they tried to get me to watch football, and I'm looking at all these hot guys huddling around, piling on each other, talking about their tight ends and their open receivers. But there was never a happy ending. It's a waste of my time, people. It's a waste of my time. Will I do that all day? Possibly. Did anybody in here actually watch the royal wedding? Anybody? I got one in the back. You told me you might fall asleep soon. I got to get this joke out while you're awake. I didn't watch the royal wedding. I just went and watched 15 minutes of highlights on YouTube. I wanted to see if there was anything in there to make fun of. I call it being a responsible comedian. I won't lie to you, the only thing I walked away thinking about after watching those highlights were early onset male baldness. Did everybody see Prince William's hairline? Or the lack thereof? Oh, it was so sad. I have to tell you, and I'm recording this set and I might put this out there. I'm hoping that this message makes it back to you, Prince William, because clearly nobody in your life is telling you the shit that you need to hear. Shave the rest of that shit off, man! It just looks so sad! That hairline looks so sad! You know when you learned about bodies of water that are only surrounded by land on 3 sides? It's a 3rd grade quiz. You know what it's called? I had to Google it. It's a bay. It looks like there is a bay on his head, y'all. And especially they were shooting the wedding from an aerial view. This man's head was glistening like a bountiful bay in the midst of a cool summer, just reflected all the sunlight. And if I was going to continue with this metaphor, and we're going to call that fragments of hair land that's surrounding that man's bald head, we all know that land has no fruit or vegetation growing. It's just sad tumbleweeds rolling around a thirsty desert. Just let it go, man. I'm not gonna lie, I really got into this joke. I wrote a whole song. It's a chorus to Frozen. Y'all think you can handle my singing voice for just a second? Let it go, let it go. Don't try to grow that hair anymore. Let it go, let it go. Let a barber put that hair on the floor. Prince Harry is also a few years away. Take a razor to that scalp. Bald might look good on you anyway. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to be a hater, y'all. I'm not trying to be a hater. All I'm saying is if I see even a little bit of baldness, I'm shaving all of mine off. Because if those rich white royals couldn't find a way to prevent their baldness, there's no way my broke black ass is gonna buy some good shit from CVS that works. It just don't make sense. Thank you. That was my first clap out of you, and I specifically told you to be more energetic. That was the white girl that finally realized she was safe. She's like, he wasn't lying. He said it's just Thank you. That was funny. So, thank you. I'm no hater, though. I will tell you, I did think the royal wedding was nice. It was nice. But it's like, I don't care about the royal wedding as much as I care about any random people getting married. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't know you. I don't know you. But I will acknowledge, I didn't realize that Meghan Markle and we have so much in common. I didn't realize this. First of all, we are both in love with white men from a Commonwealth country. Hey, baby. Okay. Also, we are the first black people that those men brought home to their family. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure that his grandmother stared at me the same way that Prince Harry's grandmother was staring at her. If you don't know what meme I'm talking about, look it up. You're missing out on shit. You're missing out. You're missing out. It was crazy. Also, Meghan Markle was introduced to the prince by her best friend. I was introduced to my boyfriend through Grindr. And in my 20s, I considered Grindr my best friend. You see how that worked? You see how that works. Me and Megan are basically the same person. That's all I'm saying. We're the same person. Which actually explains why so many of my friends always call me such a fucking princess. I mean, I didn't get it all this time, but now it's very clear to me. It's very clear to me. Baby, everybody heard you say that, okay? You don't get to heckle me like that. He goes through enough. He does what he wants. You get the point. You get it. There's a flip side to love. It is not all sunshine and rainbows. And the thing is, I happen to know that many straight men believe gay relationships are literally all butterflies and rainbows. They're like, oh, you get to date another guy? That must be so fun. It's just another guy. They really think like we get in a gay relationship and it's just butterflies in our stomach and rainbows coming out our ass. Which explains why we like licking butts so much, just trying to taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. I feel like we're at a progressive enough time that might actually be a Skittles commercial someday. Mark my words, you mark my words. Maybe on the internet, but whatever. It'll be out there. But yes, love is hard. okay? Love is hard, and my babe and I actually recently encountered the flip side. You know, we had a pretty bad argument that he had no idea that I was going to discuss in front of all of you today. It happened. I knew it was bad because when we walked away from each other, I immediately started writing jokes as being recently single. I was like, oh shit, this must be bad. You think that's bad? You should have seen how horrible the jokes were. I was like, ugh. I either gotta fix these jokes or fix this relationship. So I went with what would take less work. I fixed the relationship. I'll tell you this. Those hard moments are when you really understand what love is, okay? Do I have some couples in here? Any couples that would want, I know I can point at you, okay? I remember that couple. I knew I could point at somebody. I'm not pointing at the other ones. I don't know how fresh it is. They might crumble under the pressure. Okay? But you know when you're in a relationship and you're about to have an argument, no. When you're about to have a debate-styled discussion. You like how she took the word out of my mouth before I even said it? You know that's happening. Honey, this is not an argument, this is discussion. This is discussion. Okay, you know when that's happening, and there's that moment in the discussion where you realize you can avoid the whole thing escalating by just saying, I agree with you. Have you ever been there before? Oh no.
I've never actually followed through it.
Okay. I knew he was my people. I knew he was my people. Let me tell you something. It is such a crazy feeling knowing that all you have to do is say, I agree with you, and you can go back to watching TV. It is so crazy to know that in your heart. But at the same time, you can't do it because I don't fucking agree with you now. I don't agree with you one goddamn bit. I think I'm 100% right about everything. I think I'm so right. I think I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin right as right as everyone that's ever said pineapple does not belong on a pizza. I'm just spitting facts. I'm right. But you realize that love is having the energy to feel that way. Put it aside and see this shit from the other person's perspective. That's some real fucking love. And so that same day, I threw away all those horrible singles jokes. I put myself in my baby's perspective, and could you believe it? I realized his ass was right.
Yeah.
Right? Feel like he just ruined the moment. We don't talk about that. But I'll tell you the truth. We made up. It was great, and I felt like the whole thing was worth it because I finally got my happy ending. You like that? I brought it back around. You see that? Yeah, I did.